Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oops. Sorry. Hi, it's me, a ghost. Welcome to Cartridge Blowers, where we like to spook you. Actually, we just kind of like to play old video games, but this week we're gonna spook you. Because it's Halloween. Cody stabs hooligans. I had no idea he was such a football fan in Master of Darkness. Nikki is a disgusting, tasteless piece of trash, and also her game has a candy corn in it in Costume Quest 2. And Matt finds out that an old white man is the most powerful guy there is, the true lesson of the Republican Party, in Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon. All this, and I guess they wear costumes? Who cares? I'm a dead-ass ghost! It's Cartridge Brewers, episode 159. Together, we can destroy the moon! Anyway, I have to go haunt some folks now. Haunting is actually really boring. You just rattle chains and open cabinets and stuff. It's basically what I did when I was alive, and I worked at that chain-rattling cabinet factory, which is how I died. Because I got murdered there. With a gun.
YNIN's Cartridge Blowers! Starring Cody Coleman, Nikki Wright, Matt Crua, and no one else. Cartridge Blowers. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the spooky episode of YNIN's Cartridge Blowers. I'm Cody Coleman, and with me, as always, Nikki Wright. That is amazing. I love it. And
hello, my new old friend.
and also Matt Crua.
Hi, it's me, redoing a costume from a previous year, but good this time.
Welcome back. Right back to me. This is the show where in the second half we will play video games based around a theme, and as you may have guessed, this week's theme is Halloween games, spooky games.
Wait, it's Halloween?
Yeah, absolutely it is.
This is just what I wear to work every day.
Oh, wow. That's great. I don't wear this to work every day, even though it is a fake work costume, so who knows?
I'm just Cyclops.
Yeah.
From X-Men?
Oh yeah, that was that show in the 90s.
Correct? That's me, the guy from the show in the 90s.
Oh man. Yeah, Cyclops killed your car, or Wolverine killed your car. Gave it a convertible. Anyway, so that's what we're gonna be playing in the second half. If you're watching us on YouTube, as you can after the fact, every other Friday on youtube.com/YNINpod, then you can skip ahead to all the game playing by clicking on the timestamp in the description below. However, if you're watching us live, as you can all those other Fridays on twitch.tv/cartridgeblowers, then you're gonna have to sit and watch us talk for a little bit, but you also get to interact in the chat, and really, that's kind of its own reward, right? So that's just all the things that are coming around. But before we get to playing those spooky games, Matt, I hear tell that you played some stuff.
You're right. And then the laser comes out, and then the game appears.
And
okay. The transition to, I just go, and then the game appears. Can you do that?
Sure, I'll work on it.
He's not going to do that.
I'm not going to.
He's not going to.
No, not at all.
You kidding?
I haven't playing a spooky game.
Have you?
Yeah, I've been playing Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night.
Oh yeah, I heard all about that. You talked about that last time a little bit.
I had only just started playing it last week, and I finished it last night. So
congratulations.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it feels pretty good to have killed not Dracula, and also not Alucard, and also not Death, and basically all these Castlevania knockoff monsters.
That's good.
Yeah. But yeah, I finished it with like 99.8% of the map complete. There's like 2 hidden rooms I didn't find, and I don't really give a shit.
Okay.
So
So you're just done
yeah, I beat the game.
with real knockoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I
okay.
got the best ending, so it is what it is.
Oh,
But
that's
it's a
all
really
you
fun
need.
game.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. I'm very proud of you, Matt.
Thanks, Dad.
Mhm.
That's pretty in character for Cyclops. I've always been wanting the approval of a father figure, Cody, and that's you.
I'm Corsair. That's me.
You're my dad now.
Yep.
So it's a really satisfying game. I found myself like at work and thinking like, man, I really want to get home and play some more Bloodstained. And it was nice to have that sort of feeling because it made me feel like I did when I first played Symphony of the Night, like in 1997 or whatever.
Yeah.
Just this feeling of discovery and opening up the map and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. If you like Metroidvania games, like I highly recommend it.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I've been very interested. So maybe I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. What else you been playing, bud?
Sleep.
Sleep. That's good.
Well, I'm hold on. So I've been fighting Magneto. Is that his name?
Yeah, Magneto. Yeah.
Or no, I'm polyamorous now. That's my thing.
Yeah, that's happening
Yeah,
in
it's
your
me.
in your comic book lands.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm just here to talk about polyamory. And
Okay.
I don't really care about mutants or supervillains. I'm just actually here to talk about sex.
Yeah,
We can
with,
do that.
with your good
Excellent.
friends. Yeah.
Said the Sex Men is actually what we're changing our name to. It's going to be
Cool.
it's going to sell 0 copies, but I'm still really looking forward to it because I'm polyamorous now, and that's my entire comic book persona.
That's
All right.
who's he partnered with?
Jean Grey, Emma Frost, and Wolverine.
Sure, that's the fan fiction I wrote when I was 12.
Ain't it though?
You really into the fucking adult fan fiction when you were 12.
It's so much it was a problem.
Hey, Lizbelle, how you doing?
Hey, welcome. Yeah, I did not play a whole lot myself. I beat Link's Awakening on the Switch, and that game ends exactly the same as the Game Boy one did, only with a 3D whale now. So
you're telling me it's a remake?
I'm telling you it's a remake. Nothing
Okay.
changed. Pretty much the exact same. It's fun. There are more shells to collect, and now I have to create fucking dungeons in order to get heart pieces and shells, and that's real stupid.
What if you just don't though, because the dungeon creator sucks?
Dungeon Creator does suck.
Yeah,
like it's real disappointing. But that's the only way to get all the shells and hearts. So if you wanted to do that game without doing those things, then I don't know what to tell you. I also started playing Stick It to the Man for the Switch because it was on sale, and it was a game I thought looked neat. And yeah, it turned out pretty all right. I'm not very far into it just yet, but it's got some charm and humor, and the voice acting is good, and the art style is very appealing. So that's great. And then I started playing a little game. You may know it. It's called Super Metroid. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, is this your first time playing Super Metroid?
This is my first time. Well, I played it a little bit when I was a kid, but I remember pretty much nothing about it.
Now that I've beaten Super Metroid for the first time like 6 months ago, I can be like, oh, you're just now playing that?
Yeah, right?
Please.
You played it for the show and hated it, and then you played it for SNES, NXS and liked it.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, well, I'm liking it so far.
How far are you into it?
Like an hour. So
Okay.
I'm into
It gets
where
good
it's
after
gotten
15
good.
minutes.
Yeah, it was good. I'm liking it. It's not as hard as I remembered it, but I guess really nothing is as hard as I remember it. So
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. And that's pretty much it. There's a very short intro to the show this week. I do, however, have a few things coming out that we can talk about. So, coming out on November 12th, 2019, we get the Switch release of a 3DS game that I think Nikki would probably enjoy. Layton's Mystery Journey, Katrielle, and the Millionaire's Conspiracy Deluxe Edition. That's the name of the game.
That sounds amazing.
Right?
Are they doing a Layton game on Switch?
They are, yeah.
That's rad. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not starring the typical titular Professor Layton. I think it stars his niece or something.
Yeah.
But it's still a Layton game. So yeah, that's coming out for the Switch, and it looks all purdy and HD and everything. So I'm probably gonna pick it up because I've never played a Layton game.
They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've played some.
You've never played a Layton game ever?
No, I've played like Phoenix Wright games, but I've never played a Layton game. So this may be the one. Yeah, I haven't played a whole lot of DS games, and that's pretty much what Layton's been until now. So yeah, this will be my first time, my first Layton experience. And then also on that day, coming out for the PS4 is a game called Death Stranding, which is a Kojima game. Starring Norman Reedus, and it takes place in space, I think,
or Earth, or a planet. Who knows? But
yeah,
basically a baby mailman.
Well, okay, yeah, but yeah, so I don't know. It's a Kojima game, so people will probably like it. People like Norman Reedus, so they may like that element.
Listen, I'm a big. I love Metal Gear Solid. Okay, I will talk to you about Metal Gear Solid all day. MGS3 is one of the best games ever made. This game doesn't necessarily look very fun.
Oh yeah. What do you think doesn't look fun about it?
It kind of looks just like you're walking a lot.
Yeah.
And the combat looks kind of slow and boring.
Yeah. Okay.
And gosh, it's also just so far up its own ass with the story that it seems unenjoyable.
Oh no!
Like Kojima needs an editor. I like Kojima weirdness, but he needs someone to just sort of, I guess, like rein him in a little bit. You know, the best creatives work underneath constraints. So
that's true. Yeah, and normally it's probably best to have someone to bounce ideas off of and things like that. So get a couple of opinions in there. So yeah. Okay. Well. Okay, so that doesn't sound very promising, but it's there if you want it. If you want to play Norman Reedus delivering babies in space as done by
and
Kojima.
Who doesn't really?
Really, that's the dream, I think. But moving on to November 15th. I'm sorry. Also November 12th, 2019, we have Golem coming out for PSVR, which is a game about a kid who's stuck in his room, unable to leave. So he creates golems, and first you start out only being able to make one that can crawl around your room, and slowly they get bigger and bigger and bigger until they go out and walk around the world and can kind of destroy it. And it's the first one to take place both in VR and on your screens at the same time. So like whenever you're in your room, you're just playing on the screen normally, but whenever you take control of the golem to start exploring, you put on the VR helmet. So it seems like an interesting concept. I've never actually done PSVR myself, so I don't know if it's any good, but they're still making games for it, and at this point they had stopped making games for the Move, so I'm assuming that it's at least kind of good.
I mean, they've pledged to stick with it through the PS5 era, so...
Well, they could have lied.
I mean, that's true?
Fair enough. All right. So yeah, I'm not gonna play because I don't have PS4. But if you do and you like PSVR, maybe give it a shot.
PSVR is like what, $300?
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess in terms of VR, it's not that expensive. VR is not cheap. So anyway, going into November 15th, we get the last game we're going to talk about in this little segment, and that's Pokemon Sword and Shield coming out for the Nintendo Switch. So that's where you get to play your unicorn ponies, and
you can be a long cat.
Yeah, you can be Long Cat. You can be Top Hat Gas Monster, and
that looks like a bong.
Yeah, it really does, and also Fat Pikachu. So you can be all of those things.
Which is
And,
my other Halloween costume. So.
Fat Pikachu? Is
Yeah.
that what you're gonna wear on actual Halloween?
No.
All right, next year. Next year, tune in.
Yeah.
Halloween. Fat Pikachu.
Fat Pikachu.
Yeah. So I don't know. I like the Pokemon games. I liked Pokemon Let's Go. I'm kind of up for Sword and Shield. I don't know. Probably gonna get one of them. I don't know which one. Probably Sword. But you know, I'm all about offense. You know me and these
I
guns.
want gun.
You want gun? You want to play
Pokemon
Pokemon Gun?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I've been dying for the Pokemon FPS.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would. I feel like, was that a thing? Did someone do like a Doom WAD or something that was Pokemon? Did I make that up?
Probably. I made a StarCraft mod for Pokemon a long ass time ago, and it became like the #5 download in Korea for a month.
That tracks. Everything you
Yeah.
just said makes sense.
Yeah, it was weird. It was
Also,
very
what
bad.
the fuck?
Yeah, I was.
You made
I was in
What does that
StarCraft.
mean?
Well, it means I took all of the assets for the Zerg and StarCraft and I converted them into Pokemon characters by manipulating an icon set that I found. So, like, the little ore mining things were Geodudes. And, by the way, none of it made sense.
Sure.
So, like, Pokeceners, like, were building, like, heavy characters and stuff like that. So, yeah, it doesn't make sense, but I did it, and it was fun. So there you go. But I don't know about a Doom WAD, but probably there's a Doom WAD for most things. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's it. Let's get into playing
All right.
games. So like I said at the beginning of the show, this week we're playing games that are Halloween adjacent. They may be spooky, they may just feature Halloween, there may be a skeleton in it somewhere. Who
There's
knows?
a skeleton in all of us right now.
Right now. Yeah, so that's
Just
just played
one.
life.
Split among the three of us.
Some of us are just, we can't lift our arms. It's fine. So, yeah, and I'm up first this week. And, no, that's not ready. So I played Master of Darkness, which is a Sega Master System game.
Okay.
And, it's basically Castlevania clone where you play a Ouija board wielding detective who has decided to look at all these murders going to Count Dracula that are being attributed to Jack the Ripper. And turns out Jack the Ripper in the game. Amazing.
Okay.
So you fight ghosts and zombies.
He's your friend.
And hooligans as well. So, yeah, there's not a whole lot more to say about it. Let's just get into it. As the legend goes, that the full moon brings with it horrible events. Master of Darkness.
That's the story, huh?
Uh-huh. At that time in London, the rising of oh yeah, I'm speeding through this, so never mind. But I used the Ouija board to help me find my guys.
Sure.
So here I am as the leader of the Hellfire Club.
What?
Killing bats, and the analog for candlesticks in this game are floating masks.
So this is Castlevania clone.
Yeah, pretty much. Now I have a beating stick.
Just like in Castlevania and in Victorian England.
Yep. And I hit a gym that killed everything on screen.
Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
Your legs should have shattered.
They should have. I'm the god of hellfire.
So, Jack the Ripper?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the Jack. Here are the hooligans. They're just dudes.
They're
that-
just
that
dudes?
shoot you with guns.
But like he sees the floating face right there, right?
Yeah, he seems fine with it though.
And the floating face is the candlestick or evil?
It's
The
the
Phantom.
candlestick. Yeah. Yes, the Phantom of the Opera.
Okay. Do you still press up to go upstairs like in Castlevania?
You do.
Yuck.
You even kind of walk the same.
Also yuck.
Here I
Oh,
am.
you know you want that mask. Come on.
Yeah, I do. I was gonna get on with it, but and I missed it.
Nice, nailed it. You're so good.
I'm so good at Castlevania.
I like his up the stairs walking animation where he just sort of.
Now I have a
gyrate.
gun.
Oh.
Now I too have a gun, but I haven't figured out how to switch to it yet.
Okay, but you do have a beat stick still, so that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. That kind of looks like a pull cue combined with a hammer in the little picture.
That's what they so you ever played? That's the difference between pool and billiards.
Yeah. Billiards has the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Pool is what you swim in.
Or maybe it's croquet, bud.
Could be. Now I have more gun.
Excellent.
So this music is kind of great, huh?
A little repetitive.
I mean, it's like 5 seconds all told, but you know,
It's not terrible.
it like gently slaps.
What a great compliment.
It's a decent loop, yeah. Like, I would if I had made this in GarageBand at the age of 14, I'd been really proud.
Yeah.
So I've moved on.
But why haven't we?
Well, give it a couple more minutes.
Okay.
Here are
Strapped in. We've got another 8 minutes of this awesome ride.
Yeah. Here are your Quasimodo zombies.
Sure. Oh, whoa, what the fuck, boat?
Yeah, the boat decided it was going without me. I have a fencing sword.
Okay.
I like that the boat takes you all of 3 feet at the beginning of this level.
Hey,
Yep.
so when you die, you downgrade your weapon all the way?
Yeah, I lost my bombs as well.
Woof.
Yeah.
Wait, did you ever even use the gun?
No.
Okay.
But I think I get it again.
Shit, this is some Mario Maker shit happening. What's happening?
Yeah, this stage has gotten a bit more difficult, especially since the controls are not great.
I mean, it's a Castlevania clone.
Yeah.
There are very few clones of the original Castlevania that have good controls.
Castlevania doesn't have good controls.
Indeed.
It's just a huge variety in enemies. The Quasimodo zombie just got stuck on that one brick. And now I've accidentally downgraded to a dagger.
Oh god, it's one of those games.
Yeah, you can pick
That's
up
the
a bad
worst.
weapon.
Like, you should never, ever be able to downgrade your weapon. Are you kidding me?
Right? I did just shoot the gun, but it went above the dog's head, so...
Well, that's good.
I'm
No one
okay
has
with
to-
this, yeah.
Yeah, no one has to call the ASPCA on this game.
That's okay. There we go.
So is there a storyline explanation for why Victorian England is covered with floating phantom faces?
No.
Okay.
They just are, and everyone thinks that all these murders are being done by Dracula, or being done for Dracula by Jack the Ripper.
Wait, Dracula is in this?
Apparently, yes.
And Jack the Ripper works for Dracula?
Apparently.
Okay. Enter the dark universe.
Right?
Wait, no, that was a downgrade, wasn't it?
It was.
You fool.
Yeah. Got a
Even
bomb,
in
though.
my virtual boy vision state, I could tell that was a downgrade, Cody.
You don't have to wear your visor anymore. We're on video games.
It's really hard to put back on.
Same. I am in this mask for the long haul, friends.
Okay.
It really doesn't fit. My head too big.
Oh no! My head's gigantic, I feel you.
Oh, that is a sound.
So the levels in this game are the Thames River, House of Wax, a cemetery, a castle, and a laboratory.
So the first two things have names, and they're just like, whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sure.
The enemies include zombies, sharply dressed gun-toting hooligans, bats, dogs, wolves, poltergeists, decorations, skeleton knights, magical sword-wielding wizards, owls, and ghost maidens. And the ghost maidens are what you're seeing right here.
Okay. I like the paper flapping animation. It's real good.
It is. It's just so many high quality frames.
Oh shit! That hooligan shot you in the ankle.
This game is rife with hooligans.
You seem like the bad guy.
Kind of, yeah.
You just walk around the city stabbing dudes in the gut.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of look like Sebastian Shaw, so that's fine.
Yeah. Oh my god, you downgraded again.
I did. It's so easy to do.
You super downgraded. You downgraded to hell. Whoa, wait. Is this the beginning of the level?
It's a decent ways back.
Hachi machi, man.
So earlier I said that this music was fun.
Yeah.
I lied. It's not.
Well, no, they heard you and they were vindictive about it.
Yeah. I actually think that the knife is maybe a little easier to use than the hand axe.
I'm assuming is it faster?
Yeah.
And also it has that sort of, the axe has that upward swing.
Yeah.
Where the knife just instantly comes out in front of you.
Yeah.
All right, so I think for a Master System game, this looks pretty good.
Yeah, it doesn't look terrible, especially considering its age. But see, I didn't even want that. I just wanted to kill that stupid bat.
Oh golly.
It's all right. We don't have a lot longer in this this murder fest.
You know, you got this. I want to see you kill Jack the Ripper.
I believe in you.
That is my goal. To murder Jack the Ripper.
That's all of our goals.
Mm-hmm. I'm sufficiently scared though. This is a spooky game. Them hooligans, they're real.
Sure, yeah, nothing more scary than hooligans.
Mm-hmm.
Like ghost witches and floaty faces and angry bats and wild dogs. That's fine.
I'll take them all day.
Yeah, hooligans?
Hooligans.
Fuck me.
So I've determined I really like this bomb. I can throw it up and kill things above me, and that's great.
I love throwing up and killing things with my throw up. Oh yeah, nailed it. Great. Foreground element. What?
Yeah, that's the gem that kills everything on screen.
You touched the coin. You killed everything on screen. Now you can move to the next area of the video zone. You downgraded to the knife, you fool. You idiot. You clawed.
That's me. Here's
Oh,
Jack the Ripper.
Oh shit. Oh, you wish to hinder me. That's cool. You wish to hinder me. And you're going to kill Jack the Ripper with bombs.
I'm gonna try.
Just like the real Jack the Ripper died.
Yep. That's the classic story.
He looks like an 80s Batman villain.
He does.
Alright, Cody, you're getting wrecked.
Yeah, it's not going super great. But I'm trying to carpet bomb Jack
Man,
the
this
Ripper.
guitar solo is great.
It's at the very least different. We're gonna get him though. I have faith.
I have faith
God.
in Jack the Ripper. Is that weird?
Nah, many people did.
So I decided just to try to stab him in the dick.
Sure.
Like, that would get me.
Oh no,
it
you
didn't
got
work.
ripped.
He killed me. And then I decided, I don't want to do this anymore. This Master of Darkness.
That
for the
looked
Sega Master
really
System.
average.
It was
Aggressively so.
Aggressively average, yeah.
That's the best way to call it. It's not great. It's not terrible. I've played worse recently, but it was all right.
Yeah.
I'll never play it again though.
Oh, understandable, yeah.
Yeah. I mean that would be a garbage use of my time.
Like, it's probably not, I would say, not even as good as Castlevania proper, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like Nikki is up next. Nikki, what did you play?
So I played the sequel to a game I played all the way back in episode 30.
Okay.
I didn't write down the episode name, but it's episode 30. Go find it. Don't. The quality was probably very bad.
No, that's great.
But in episode 30, I played a game called Costume Quest.
Okay.
And for this week's theme, I played Costume Quest 2.
Did you?
I did. It was
Why-
really.
Why don't
No,
you believe
I
her?
was lying about it.
Okay. Good lie.
Yeah, no, I actually played a Castlevania type game, just like you,
Okay. Cool.
called Costume Quest 2. And it was released for a myriad of platforms. I played it for the PC.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
let's get into it.
Let's do it.
All
Let's
right.
watch it. Now, this looks just as adorable as I remember.
It was pretty cute, the first one, and this one is also pretty cute.
Wasn't the first one kind of like a turn-based RPG?
It kind of was. I'm gonna have to turn this down a little bit.
It's a little loud. Which is in direct contrast to most of your games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is their fun, like, starting screen where you choose, like, portals or whatever, and
What?
yeah.
With no like explanation?
Yep. That's okay. The game makes up for it in tons of exposition, so...
Okay.
I like your eyeball costume.
Yeah, it's very good. So Costume Quest details the tale of two twins, Ren and Reynold.
Oh,
A
slightly confusing.
little bit. And so Reynold is the eye, Ren is the newspaper pirate, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got friends here, and I don't remember their names, but they'll come up again. They play a slightly important part to the story, which we'll see in a minute. Right now, this is how you sort of choose which character you're going to play as.
Sure.
They're debating like who's gonna jump through the portal, and so the way they decide that is through a coin toss, and like they fight over who says heads or tails, but ultimately like you, the player, chooses the winner, and by choosing the winner, that is who you play as.
Okay.
So I ultimately choose Ren.
You could have been
Her costume was
Eyeball
cooler.
Man.
I didn't want to be Eyeball Man. I wanted to be the girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Ren has a cooler costume anyway.
Yeah.
Don't you get powers based on the costume that you wear in the that's how
You
the first one
do.
did.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
So it would have been interesting to see what the eyeball would have been, but you know what? We don't keep these costumes forever.
Okay. All right. Fair
Spoiler
enough.
alert, I guess. But it's actually very important to the story, so maybe I shouldn't have said it. But so anyway, they find out that like they're back at home and their parents are like, "Hey, you didn't disappear after all." But wait, it wasn't Halloween when they left. So it's weird that it's Halloween now. And so we see this weird figure, his name is Dr. White, sort of skulking about in the background looking nervous. And we find out why he's so nervous here in a few seconds. Well, seconds, I said, but it's minutes, really.
All right. Let's
I
go.
cut out a bunch of talking to people.
Okay. Fair enough. This is where you beat him up, right?
Yes,
Okay.
with my words.
The best kind of beating.
Yeah, so Dr. White hates Halloween because he is a dentist.
Okay, what?
Oh.
Yeah,
You think he'd love it?
Give
You'd
him so much
think.
more work.
but he really wants kids to practice good dental hygiene, and I guess Halloween runs counterintuitive to that. So he meets this Mr. Time Wizard man who's going to help him destroy Halloween.
What's the Time Wizard have against Halloween?
I think he's just a mercenary and goes wherever the money takes him.
Fair enough.
And so
Big
he
dental.
so he pisses out like a time portal, and Dr. White jumps into it.
Bye, guys. And so I'm assuming you guys then jump. Oh shit! Wait, no.
We don't. Dr. White accomplishes his goal pretty quickly, and he returns.
Ah, man.
And I don't know, like, I feel like this is a really weird part of the story, but, like, you see all of these, like, zombified Pepe the Frogs walking about now. And, and, I mean, that's what they look like. It's I'm assuming you have to like defeat them, and each one you defeat sort of helps restore Halloween back to its former glory.
Sure.
Because like we've lost our candy bag, we've lost our costumes. But our friend is here to help us.
Your good friend, the piss portal.
Yes.
Yeah. The look on his face.
I know, he's real upset about it.
Was that a peanut in that loading screen that was
Yes,
happening, or-
yes it was.
Okay.
So plot
Okay.
twist. These are
Oh.
your friends from the intro screen, and they're older, and I guess it's important to know that they're married now.
Okay. And I get they just went on with their normal life, knowing that eventually our friends from childhood will show up in a time portal.
Yes. So he's basically directing us to go get our costumes so that no one recognizes us, because that'll help somehow. So that's what we do. And so I'm like a superhero lady, and Reynold is candy corn.
Oh, okay. You
One of
ultimately
those
chose
costumes is
correctly.
better. Yeah.
Yeah. I really love the propaganda posters in the background. They are fucking stellar.
Brushed. What?
When you
Ninja
brush
bird.
alone, you brush with Hitler. So here we meet like Shoebill Ninja,
Sure.
and he's gonna run you through a tutorial. The tutorial's a little long, so I tried to cut out everything. He basically teaches you how to attack, and you do that 3 times, and then you defend, and you do that 3 times, and then you use your super. And I just showed one instance of everything.
Okay.
So like your costume here in battle changed your art style.
It did.
Does every costume do that?
Yes.
To a different art style or to the same one?
To the same sort of cartoony one.
Okay. I mean, you look, I guess, kind of like a grown-up version of Ren.
Yeah. And I think that's probably what they were going for, though it doesn't really explain like why you suddenly become a grown-up.
Sure.
What would have happened if you were candy corn?
Well, I don't know exactly, but Candy Corn plays a really weird and wonderful role in this. And
Okay.
I'm very excited for you to see it, because I do like a supercut at the end because I liked it so much.
Oh,
So-
okay, cool.
So basically we have to go and find these witches, and the witches, I guess, will have some sort of key item for us to sort of aid us in our quest. And you'd think these guys would be the witches, but nope, they're time mercenaries. And they want us to know that they don't like us being in their town.
I mean, it's a free
Okay.
town, time mercenary.
Right?
Right? But like they're everywhere. So
Can't tell me how to live my life.
you better watch out. Oh wait, that's Christmas.
Do you always get this transformation scene?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes, you do.
There's candy corn.
There's candy
Wait,
corn.
he's just candy corn.
He
He's
is.
literally just candy corn.
Okay.
This is really good.
It's honestly really amazing. So I fucked up the timing. So yeah, candy corn doesn't do anything. It just shows like weird sassy messages whenever it's his turn, instead of actually doing something, and I love it.
Wait a minute. So is she on the Y button and he's on the X button?
Yes.
Oh my god, this is a Mario and Luigi game.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Well,
Except one of your characters is candy corn.
yes. Luigi, obviously.
Yes. Candy corn opts out. Very good.
One of the people in this team is doing the heavy lifting.
Just a little.
So if Ren dies, then I mean, is that just it?
That's a good question.
Candy corn has better things to do.
That's true.
Like, be thrown in the garbage.
Yeah. We're to stick around and be next year's candy corn. Look at candy corn.
I'm really curious though, if I had chosen Reynold and his candy corn costume, what would he have done? Would he have just been like, look at my candy corn shell and bask in its glory? I don't know.
Yeah, good point. Hey, you won.
I won.
100 experience and 64 candy. I think you're good on candy. One of you is
Yeah.
candy.
Right? I go to the Fountain of Healing. It like spits at us, which is really strange.
You just drank it.
Yeah.
When did this game come out?
2014.
Okay.
So my friend's wrestling with an alligator, I guess.
Sure.
And really wants us to find his costume for him. And like, I don't know, I tried beating up the alligator because I figure maybe the alligator has eaten the costume, but no, that's not what happened. You have to go around this little area and find the components to his costume. And I decide to go hunting for it by like beating up mailboxes and garbage cans and pumpkins.
Like you do.
Like you do, you know, like on Halloween, you have to be a hooligan.
Oh my god, there's hooligans in every game.
Right?
That's what every Halloween specialist taught me. Gotta throw eggs at kids and smash pumpkins and.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just collecting some candy. I go up to this pile of leaves and I try to destroy it for a very long time before I realize that I probably can't yet. So more.
Sure, you gotta get the rake upgrade.
You do, absolutely. Or the leaf blower, or whatever the game wants you to find.
Yeah, junction some magic to the rake, and then you'll be good.
Yeah, I just have to junction arrow, I guess.
Yeah, arrow would work.
That one's a clown. Oh no. Oh
yeah,
no.
So his costume is a clown costume. I am sorry.
Oh no.
And so, you know, I try to think, okay, well, maybe those two parts are correct. They're not. I need his whatever, the air horn.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
And I overlooked it in a really silly place. But, you know, I spend all this time looking around the swamp for no good reason.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
You've been beating up alligators for all the other ones.
Right. I just didn't beat up all the alligators.
There you go.
And that they missed a really good opportunity for that alligator to make a squeaky noise.
Yeah, right? You just
So
growled
disappointed.
like a normal fucking alligator.
Ugh, disgusting.
Ugh. Alligator, you basic.
I didn't notice the billboard. I love that billboard.
Monty's Gator Giddy Up.
So Mr. Clown joins our party.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, replace candy corn.
Well, yeah, that'd be nice. But I mean, candy corn sticks with us, and for some fucking reason,
Like it always fucking does.
it fucking right. You can't get rid of
Couch
it.
cushions and like in your teeth if you eat it.
In
so
your
don't.
guts for like 20 years.
20 years. That's the science.
20 years bad guts. That's what they say when you eat it. Why you don't eat it. So now I am Clown Man. Sorry, Cody. I don't know why that guy showed up. Like,
Trade him for
really...
Clown Man.
Yeah. So again, Cody, I'm very sorry.
What an adorable nightmare.
Yeah. Weirdly, the clown is the healer.
Wait, why is it boy superhero?
Hey, that's a great question.
Did Ren and Reynold change costumes?
They did. Anyway, here's my supercut of all the messages.
Oh, I liked it.
and then Candy Corn dies, and so I figured that was a great way to end the video.
So that game looked adorable and kind of
It's
fun.
super cute. Yeah, I mean, it would be a lot of fun. I was just trying to like rush through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a totally cute Halloween game. It's like your, baby's first RPG.
Mhm.
I think it could be a lot of fun if you had more than 20 minutes to play it.
Nice. Yeah. Maybe I'll give it a shot. I like a good Halloween.
It definitely seems
game.
like a Cody game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely does. All right. Well, I guess we can move forward. Matt, what do you play?
Okay, so remember how I told you earlier I played Bloodstained Ritual of the Night?
I do remember
Yes.
that.
So when that game got kickstarted back in 2012, I think,
Mhm.
there were a whole bunch of stretch goals, and some of these stretch goals were stuff like, oh, we're gonna port it to the Switch or / Wii U, or we're gonna port it to the Vita, or we're gonna give it a multiplayer mode. And one of the stretch goals that they ended up making in this pretty wildly successful Kickstarter was we'll make an 8-bit side game,
Okay.
just a free extra game you get for kickstarting this whole thing. And so this week I played Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, and then for the show I played the 8-bit side game that I also got with the Kickstarter, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah, and Bloodstained Curse of the Moon it's a sort of alternate take on the story of Ritual of the Night. You play as one of the side characters from the game at first, and it's sort of an homage to Castlevania on the NES, but mostly Castlevania 3 in particular, which is the only good one.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
which is a good sign. So let's kind of get into Bloodstained. Well, no, this one's Curse of the Moon. Yeah, Curse of the Moon.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, did you do that? Did you do the thing?
I did.
All right. So, this is a 14-minute video that I've edited down from 45.
Whoa.
There once was a man who had been given the moon's curse by demons. That man was Zangetsu, wrapped in crimson garb with eyes like fire. Okay, now we're doing this again. Castlevania games just kind of do this, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Forever.
All right, well. I turned this up to 500 times speed because...
This is 500 times speed?
What?
Oh. All right, but so this is the game. You are Zangetsu, who is a sort of semi-boss, semi-friend character in the actual game. And you've got a sword that you can slash while jumping. Unlike Castlevania games proper, you can go back and forth while you jump.
That's nice.
So got with the Y button, you can do a secondary attack, which takes your weapon energy, which is on the top right. And you get that more weapon energy from those blue vases. And you'll get different secondary weapons from the green candle or the purple candles, while the yellow candles will drop power-ups and weapon energy. And that's pretty much the gist of it. It's pretty simple, because it's like, as it's a love letter to these NES games, it is beholden to a lot of the simplicity of those games, though not the bad controls. So whereas Castlevania 1 and 2 do have bad controls, Castlevania 3 really doesn't, and neither does this.
Oh, good.
Yeah, this feels pretty good to play. I played 45 minutes because I was like, man, I just kind of want to keep going.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so I did. So I had the upward whip thing. That was my secondary attack, and now I just picked up a new one, which is this talisman that I can throw on the ground, and it causes this sort of swirling energy vortex that if enemies go into it, they get completely destroyed.
Nice.
I am playing on casual mode. At the beginning of the game, you get to pick one of two modes, casual or veteran. Veteran, you have a limited amount of lives, and then also you can get knocked back by enemies. You'll see I unlocked a little space in the wall there that you could slide through, but Zangetsu can't slide.
Oh, so you got a Metroidvania this. You gotta come back.
So we skip ahead a little bit, and this is still the first level. I
Trains!
found a train, I got into a train, and now we're skipping ahead to the first boss. There's a lot about this art style that reminds me of Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got, like, the main character he looks like an NES sprite, but a lot of the enemy sprites, especially these bosses, are very detailed 2D sprites. Pardon me. His weak point is obviously his head, so I've got to get up there and slice him in the face. The bosses in this game they have pretty simple patterns. In fact, I'm gonna go so far as to say I think this game is kind of easy.
Okay.
Even playing on veteran, I did try a little bit of veteran, just to try and get a game over, which the game over screen is nothing to write home about. Oh, so I killed him, and every
Oh.
boss has a last ditch attack.
Really?
So when you deplete their life, you have one final attack that they'll do that you have to try and survive. And so that was his, and he was done. And so when you beat a boss in this game, at least for the first 4 levels, each one of them has a person inside,
Okay.
and you save the person, and then you can either walk past them and move on, talk to them and have them join your party, or kill them.
Wow.
Okay.
Because this is Miriam, who is actually the main character from the actual Bloodstained. And she is a shard binder, which means she's in league with demons, and Zangetsu is kind of a little bit of a zealot at times. He's very anti-demon. But I figured let's recruit Miriam instead and show some different gameplay. So Miriam has a higher jump. She also has this longer ranged weapon, though it's a little slower to get out than Zangetsu's sword. And you can switch characters at any time with the right and left bumper.
Is there a reason you wouldn't pick up a character as an ally?
Different endings.
Okay.
Yeah. There's like 8 different endings, I think.
It's kind of
And
a
it
lot.
depends on which characters you pick up, which characters you kill, which characters you abandon, stuff like that. Miriam also has a slide on the ground that I don't use too often, but it's there.
You need to
Mostly-
go back and slide in that spot.
Well, you can actually, so you can essentially go back to any level you've already beaten at any time in the game, but you do have to
Okay.
play through the entirety of the level again.
Well, that's slightly frustrating.
Yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, Miriam is pretty strong. I had a 3 knife that shoots in the air type thing, and I've got a 1 knife that shoots forward attack. Here is a thing where this is a wall that only Miriam could jump over. It was too tall for Zangetsu. So when your characters die,
Mhm.
they are dead.
Oh.
And so if Miriam had died before I got to that point, I would actually have to take a different path through the level.
Interesting.
But you saw that skeleton man back there pointing this way, which means this is actually the shorter way. He always points towards the shortcuts.
So, if someone dies, are they only dead for that level, or are they dead for the rest
They're
of the game?
for that level.
Okay.
Yeah. And if both of your characters die, then you'll get all your lives, all your guys back. That's why I think veteran is really not all that hard, because it's actually pretty tough, especially once you recruit more party members. Spoiler alert. Oh wait,
Oh, no.
done. Yeah, I was trying to avoid that pickup. I wanted to keep the weapon I had. Instead, I lost the player that I had.
That's not good.
So now we're down to just Zangetsu, which is fine. He's good. This is the same level, despite the fact that it looks different. Most levels kind of have 2 separate areas.
I like the look of this one.
Yeah. And we're in this sort of ice cave, and now there's this weird water turtle thing.
Have the physics changed?
No, it is not. It is not slippery. Thank goodness.
Wow, that's a tough thing to avoid.
Yeah, and if I'd had Miriam alive, I could have actually slid under that and gotten close and then hit him. In fact, there's a lot of his attacks are kind of difficult to avoid. But he does have the upside of being pretty low HP. So he does this bubble attack, and I take out the bubbles. We're gonna cut forward in the fight a little bit in just a second, but really not too far. And now he's gonna do his desperation attack.
You're at weapon 1 of 40. Does that mean you can run out of knife?
No, you can't run out of knife. You can run out of the whip.
Okay.
So you have your main weapon is like for him it's the sword. For Miriam it's the whip, and then your secondary weapon, and you can run out of weapon energy. So we've unlocked a 3rd guy. This guy is a name I can't remember his name. It starts with an A, I think, and he's a boss character in the actual game, but he's an alchemist, and he's got really bad physical attack, but really good secondaries. So like this Wheel of Fire is
Yeah, that
pretty
seems
fucking
pretty
good.
badass.
Yeah. He's also got really low HP compared to the other 2. He's also got this attack, which puts a little shadow copy, which is not unlike, say, Ninja Gaiden, which we played not too long ago on stream. But like this attack just, oh, it's so good. And it stops all of his arrows. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Can Shadow you take damage if it gets hit?
No.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, so you can put him in very compromising situations.
He's
That
pointing down.
He is pointing down, so there's we could take this door to the right, but we're gonna go down. You kind of need this guy to get through these arrows because he's firing a constant barrage. But if you're looking at my health at the top left, my alchemist guy is pretty hurt.
Ooh, not doing good.
Not doing good. Oh, it's a new spell. So whereas the other two seem to have like there's two basic weapons they switch between and then one special. The alchemist has like 4 or 5 different spells that he can get.
Whoa,
Shit,
that's
that
pretty
is
cool.
really powerful.
The ice one is really good.
Holy shit.
I basically
You
stick
sent
with
that
it.
rock Pokemon to hell.
Yeah. And so I'm trying to switch to Miriam and see if maybe I can jump on this guy and jump over. No, I need to be able to get higher than that. Maybe I'll be able to.
You need to get some wings.
So we're just going to switch to Miriam because the alchemist is hurt. And actually skip ahead to the boss of this area.
Wario.
This is a guy, he is one of the, he's like the penultimate boss of the actual game.
Oh, he
Wow.
looks pretty fun.
He's a sort of money demon.
He's the 1%.
He's raining his guts. Can you get Scrooge McDuck?
Like,
He would-
swim in it?
He would be helpful, yeah.
Oh, can I get him to help me?
Yeah.
I mean, no, Cody.
He's not
This
in
isn't
game.
canon to the McDuck family story. You know this, and I know this.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no, what are you gonna do? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can hit the money and make it go lower. The weapon energy, by the way, is shared between all of your characters, while their health is not.
Oh really?
So-
Okay.
While the old man got hurt, I switched to another character, but the weapon energy stays the same. So
Man,
you kind
I
of
want
got
to be a money demon. I'm sorry.
Right?
No, all right, it's a pretty good idea, right? If you're gonna be any kind of demon.
Right?
I like the design of this boss.
Yeah, it's even cooler in the main game. In the main game, he like takes your money that you have on hand and uses it against you. And I had to fight him upside down for most of it.
Oh, that's cool.
So I've beaten him, and this is a desperation attack where he rains coins. And so he just has to kind of dodge them.
Nice.
Yeah, and we're gonna unlock our final character here. And you're gonna see a guy by the name of Jeeble, who is Miriam's brother and is the last boss of the bad ending in the main game.
He's Alucard.
He's basically a vampire type character. His
Dracula.
main attack shoots out bats, and he doesn't have secondary weapons.
Oh really? Okay.
He uses weapon energy instead to do something cool that you'll see in a second. But yeah, he doesn't have, like everyone else has, the spells and the extra weapons. He only has his bat attack. That's the only attack he has, but it's pretty good. It goes up at an angle and disappears pretty short from him, but you get the 3 hits, and so they kind of add up. So, especially when you get them like all close together like that.
Did you say he was one of the bosses in the game?
Yeah, so I can turn into a
Ooh.
bat.
No.
Oh,
I
that's
just
fun.
fly. And
cool.
like it's draining like 1 weapon energy, per tick of the clock, but like I can get up to 40, and so
You have to use him to get
yeah,
where Skeleman wants you to go.
exactly. And so because if Jeeble had been dead by this point, I wouldn't be able to make it to this part of the level. We skipped ahead quite a bit. This is a pretty long level. We're at the top of this tower. That I circumvent a lot of the platforming just by flying, because why not?
Well, yeah.
And we're gonna
obviously.
fight this boss here. And if you, actually commentated, or not commentated, did hosting for this game at Summer Games Done Quick.
Yeah.
And if you watched it, you might have remembered this monster going woo, which is really great. Has a really good woo sound.
This is a fun woo.
You also fight this twin dragon boss in the main game. The fights in the main game and the 8-bit versions of these fights are all very different, by the way.
Really?
So you're
Okay.
fighting these same monsters that you fight in the main game, but in very different fashions.
Oh, you can dash to kill things as the bat. Oh, you died.
No, I beat him, and then he went away, but then he came into this new form. So we're in the second part of this fight.
The floor is ripe with teeth.
Like it's supposed to be. And so now the gist is you're supposed to dodge the laser, but then also not get eaten by the teeth.
His mouth is comprised of 2 heads that have their own mouths. It's mouths on mouths on mouths.
Is that weird?
Yes.
Okay, if you say so, Chief.
That's a wow.
And then we got the Blasphemy Unto Heaven achievement, so that's pretty good. So now I've got an achievement in my Steam library that says Blasphemy Unto Heaven.
Perfect.
You also have one that says Frigid Hell. So
Hell yeah.
from earlier.
Life is good.
You did it.
Yeah, and I actually played 2 more levels, but I just edited those out because we don't unlock any more characters. So that is the first really half, because there's only 8 levels. The first half of Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, which like is a sort of indicative title because the main boss of Ritual of the Night is the moon.
Really?
Yeah, you cut the moon in half in that game. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to cut the moon in half.
Yeah, same. I mean, there's still time.
All right.
Together we can destroy the moon.
Together we can. So yeah, that game I thought was super cool. I will probably go back and finish that.
Nice. Excellent. Will you finish it on stream maybe?
Probably. I didn't start it on stream, so why would I
Okay.
finish it on stream? It's not
Fair
very
enough.
long. So I think I can mop up the rest of that in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you said you were playing for 45 minutes and you got through half of it?
I'm on level 7.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I guess it's a 2-hour game thereabouts.
Probably more like an hour or 10.
Wow. How much
Yeah.
is it?
Well, it was free with my Kickstarter of the main game.
Can you still get it?
You can still buy it on Steam for like 20 or 15. You can also get it on Switch, and PS4, and Xbox One.
Okay.
I want to say it's 15 or $20.
Okay. Cool. All right, guys. Well, that's been it for the week. I think if anyone got the shit game award, it's probably me, but I don't know if any of them.
I think again your game was kind of aggressively average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them are the shit game this week. So, yeah. But before we go ahead and call it a week, Matt, we got to play something next time. What is it?
Oh, hold on, Professor.
Yes. Matthew.
Is that you, Professor Xavier?
Yes.
Oh, what game? What theme should we do next time?
I'm going to telepathically put it into your head.
Okay, all right. Can you send it to my phone instead? Telepathically?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
That's what
Hold on.
telepathy sounds
Because I
like.
didn't. Okay. Hold on. Professor Xavier sent it to my phone. Ambi gets to pick the games next time. Fuck, Professor Xavier, you're the fucking
Oh.
worst.
God, can
God
we
damn it!
throw Professor X into a fucking pit of despair?
I hate that dude.
I
We do not
too.
deserve to inherit this star.
Uh, I want Nikki to dress up like this Final Fantasy 14 character every time.
Who's Nikki?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I don't know from Final
I'm
Fantasy 14.
Halmarats of the Convocation of the 14. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, but Nikki for short.
Yes.
All right, so that's what you have to look forward to next time. Amber
If you know
picking.
my true name.
Yeah, it's hopefully Amber, so that you're the one picking the games. I think our friend Amber is gonna be mean to us. Anyway, that's what you have to look forward to in several weeks. This has been Cartridge Blowers. I have been Cody Coleman, and with me, as always, is Nikki. Right. Also,
Goodbye, my old new friend.
and Matt Crua. Until next time, don't die, but psych, Max. Matt, what should they do?
Praise Zodiac.
Okay, all right.
They should X-Men slogan. Do we have a slogan? Fuck. We're really bad.
Bye, everybody.
X-Men assemble.
For the one true God.